After 2024 being probably the best year ever for Ocarina of Time ROM hacking, 2025 was a pretty quiet year for the community. We still got some fantastic mods like the full release of Demon's Quest in June, updates to mods like the Missing Link in the Ultimate Trial, and some really stellar competition hacks, but for the most part it was a pretty quiet year. However, looking at what is in store for 2026, I seriously think this could be the best year for Ocarina of Time modding yet. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at my top 5 most anticipated Zelda mods for 2026. This list is in no particular order, but I tried to pick 5 ROM hacks that I'm really excited for and think have a chance of being fully released in this upcoming year. One of my personal favorite mods, and a mod I seriously think we could have a chance of seeing released in 2026, is called Dungeon Generator, made by Noka Ubre. A demo for this mod was released way back in 2019 called Dungeon Generator Beta, and it's a super unique concept. As the name implies, you pick a specific class and then battle your way through randomly generated rooms, slowly saving up rupees for items until you reach the final boss of the dungeon. Since the demo was released 6 years ago, Noka has shown off a lot more of the development of what he's been working on. We've gotten to see new combat techniques, new stats and upgrades, and even a full-on skill tree to unlock new abilities. My personal favorite thing that he's shown off so far is the different room styles. In the demo, almost all of the rooms are roughly the same, fighting through a set of enemies on a timer, but he's also shown off his new incursion style room, where there's a set wave of enemies you have to clear in order to reach the next room. He's also hinted at adding puzzle rooms as well, which I think would do well to bring the whole experience together. I've linked his channel below in the description, as well as all of the channels for the other creators I've shown clips of in this video. Moving on, the next up on my list is certainly a fan favorite. It is the one and only Indigo. It's being developed by Kenton M and his team, and even though this list isn't in any particular order, I would have to admit that Indigo is probably the mod I'm looking forward to most in 2026. Ever since I played Indigo Chapter 2 way back in 2023, I have been completely hooked by this mod. And based on Kenton M's latest devlog, I would not at all be surprised to see this ROM hack released in 2026. According to the latest information we have gotten from the team, it is currently planned to have 8 dungeons, all with custom bosses, which would undoubtedly make this the most fleshed out Ocarina of Time ROM hack of all time. One thing about this game that really makes me excited for it is how fleshed out all of the characters' environments feel, something we don't always get from fan-made games. Having custom minigames, unlockable secrets throughout the world, and even a customizable Link model just brings so many unique features to the mod. Even though we didn't end up getting it in 2025 like some of us were hoping for, I'm still very excited by the prospect of possibly playing this mod in 2026. Indigo definitely has a cult following of excited fans, but there's also one really phenomenal looking work in progress mod that I think has kind of been flying under the radar for these past few years. The mod is called Masked Ones, and is being developed by Ultra553. This is the first ROM hack on the list without a public demo, but every time I see clips from this mod I am simply blown away by how pretty it looks. The music is also really phenomenal as well. This is a track taken directly from the trailer Ultra showed off earlier this year. Playing as the Happy Mask Salesman, this mod certainly looks equal parts cozy and mysterious. According to Ultra, there's no time frame on a release for this mod, but this would be certainly one of the ROM hacks I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to play. One mod that I was lucky enough to get a chance to play this past year was Ocarina of Time Split Screen, a mod being developed by Aegir. The current split screen combat demo that he is working on is simply one of the most fun mods I've ever played. Ocarina of Time combat lends itself really good to PvP. Since I got the chance to battle Aegir with the older build, he's made a lot of good progress on it. Looking at the latest build in a Snooplax video, there's currently 5 different characters to choose from, but I could totally see him potentially adding the various links from Majora's Mask as well. He's currently working on porting the masks over, and it would be super fun to fight as them as well. In addition to all these cool characters, there's lots of quality of life features in the PvP that make it feel seamless. You can move well in your inventory, and then he also added a lot of combat moves like dodge rolls, spikes, and combos. This list of mods just wouldn't be complete without having split screen PvP on it. For the final mod on my list, I want to talk about a mod that we actually already saw in 2025 get a major update. This of course is the Ultimate Trial, made by Richie and the Ultimate Trial team. They announced during Kaze's F3 that they had released a new version, which has added achievements, a randomizer, and various other improvements. Even though I've played through this mod probably a half dozen times already, between playtesting for the mod and making content, getting to play through it with all of these new features really gave me a fresh experience. However, this mod has already been released, so you might be wondering why I'm bringing it up during this video. Well, let me roll a clip that played at the end of their F3 trailer. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea what that means, but I am still so excited. Is this a new boss fight being added? Is this a mini-sequel? I have absolutely no idea. But it's making me hold on to the hope that maybe, just maybe, I might get my statue somewhere in the Ultimate Trial. That concludes my list of my top 5 most anticipated Ocarina of Time ROM hacks of 2026, though I do have a bunch of honorable mentions I want to give. Coming up in January, we are going to be having the 3rd annual Hylian Modding ROM hack competition. The theme for this year is crossover. I'm back on the panel of judges again for this competition. I've already seen so many exciting looking mods I cannot wait to try out. I'm not even gonna lie, when I knew what the theme was, I was expecting like a bunch of Mario crossover mods, but there's so many different crossovers in the work, it'll be very exciting to see them all. There's also a few mods that I was going to add to the list that I don't think will be released in 2026, but could surprise us and give us even more fun mods to play next year. First up is Shadows of Eldoria, made by Stone Badluck. Stone was the creator of Time Lost, the mod with maybe my personal favorite custom boss to date, and we have already gotten a public demo release of this mod. According to Stone a few months back, the mod's only about 1/3 of the way done, but a Halloween 2026 release is still a possibility. Another mod that made its way out of the shadows a few months back was Third Quest. Third Quest is a pretty infamous mod in the Ocarina of Time modding community that has been in development for more than a decade, but it was teased by Spire on October 31st that Patch 1 is now in development. Even though I think it's a little optimistic to hope for a 2026 release of Third Quest, I still think it's fantastic news to hear it's still being worked on. One final mod I want to mention is the beta Zelda 64 mod I teased on my channel last holiday season. Now, aside from the Hard for Games video made on the project shortly after my trailer was released, I haven't seen much from the team on it, but it's truly a unique mod that would be amazing to play on the off chance that it did end up coming out in 2026. There you have it. That is my complete list of my most anticipated Ocarina of Time mods for 2026. Definitely let me know in the comments if you think I missed any, but even if only some of these mods end up being released in the upcoming year, we could be in store for one of the greatest Ocarina of Time modding years of all time. Again, there's a link to all the people whose mods I mentioned in the description. Definitely be sure to show them some support. Thanks a lot for watching this video. On a more personal note, I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to upload more videos this year. It's been a pretty crazy year for me, between finishing up school and switching jobs and moving into my own place, but I'm really hoping that for 2026 I'll have a chance to bring you guys a lot more fun modding content. That does it for me though, everybody. I wish you all an amazing 2026.